Well, welcome to this very short video regarding one aspect of regenerative farming. I am not an expert, but every once in a while things catch your attention. You think there's perhaps something going on in there that is worth sharing. The piece of land I'm in here at the moment used to be a meadow until about 1960, and then the area behind me, that was the land was bought by the Forestry Commission. It was planted up with conifers, softwoods, which I harvested probably about 4 or 5 years ago. This bit here wasn't planted, so this became part of the woodland ride, and since I took it on in about 2010, 2011, about on average every other year I've been taking a crop of grass off it. But this piece, well, in fact the whole of this area, has not had any fertiliser on it for the last 60 odd years, for sure. But unlike other fields on the holding, when I take a crop of grass off this, no fertiliser goes back on, but the grass actually just grows like stink. It doesn't get anything. There's no hull muck, nothing. It's just absolutely left as it is. So it gets just one cut of hay around mid to late August if possible. So I try and wait until it's seeded and then take a cut off. And the reason for doing this bit really is to try and encourage the wildflowers. So by taking the richer grass off, it just gives the wildflowers a chance to seed and to flourish without so much competition the following year. But the grass here is as good as the grass elsewhere. It just keeps coming. So you have to eventually ask the question, why is that? And I think it comes back to perhaps some of the regenerative principles in terms of the organisms, the microbes, everything that is in the soil is working without being interrupted, without being polluted by the fertiliser. It kind of knows what it's doing. So for many years the grasses will have rotted down, no doubt some of the leaves from the trees as well, and it creates an environment where the grass seems to thrive. I've got no idea regarding let's say the bugs that's actually in there, or the actual structure of the soil, but if you just look at the results, it kind of works. And I know my dad was told. Dad worked on a farm for most of his life. He was told at a very early age that once you start putting fertiliser onto a field, you'll never be done. And I kind of get that. I think, this was at a time when, the use of fertiliser in farm intensification or farming intensification really came to the fore, and we wanted to grow crops quicker and more efficiently. But at the time there must have been picking up experience that having fertilised, if they didn't fertilise again and again, that the crops really didn't do as well. And I think this is what it comes back to. So I thought I just wanted to share that because there's an observation there, and I don't have to label it with anything. I don't have to label it as regenerative farming, but in terms of what I can see going on in front of me, I think quite clearly not putting fertiliser on this land does not harm it whatsoever, and I get a massive crop of hay off in most years. So yeah, I just thought I'd leave that with you. It's just an observation. So if you have any comments at all, I'd be really interested to see them. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.